Welcome to this short 5-minute video, and the aim of this video is to focus on how can you manage your workers remotely. Well, as you know, we've all been part of an amazing, unprecedented social experiment. Everyone, even the leaders, have been working from home and living at work. And as you found, working remotely doesn't necessarily mean that there will be lower levels of engagement or productivity. In fact, research has shown that where employees are given the choice to work remotely, they are the most engaged and the most productive. But where people don't have a choice, or where they always have to work from home, they tend to be less so. And working remotely may well be our next normal. A study showed that 50% of people, when asked, said that they would like to be able to work remotely if they were able to do so. So again, we have to reset and to think about what is the work experience like of people now? What has changed? What is different? And you need to make sure that you understand that. So I'm going to focus on 3 behaviours. The first one is now is the time for stand on a chair leadership. You need to make yourself visible and accessible and be approachable to everybody equally. So whether people are working from home or whether they're in the office, they know that you as the leader are available and are there for them as individuals. And it's very important that you don't divide people into camps, those that are closer to you and feel they have more access to you, and those who feel more remote and slightly cut off. So make sure that your approach is equal. The second thing is, I'm going to ask you to make contact with every single person in your team and your internal clients on a regular basis. And you're making contact simply to find out what is life like for them now. And you're going to connect with them on a human level. How are you? What's working? What are you finding difficult? I recently ran a Emerging Leaders program, and I asked every member of the team to just point their phone at themselves and answer 4 questions. How are you? Where are you working? What's taking up most of your time? And what makes a great leader, I think. And one member of that emerging leader population said that was the first time anybody had asked her how she was. And she was in one of the high-risk categories who had to stay at home. So you're listening to find out how people are, and you're listening to demonstrate your empathy. So empathy is simply saying, I've heard you, and I'm trying to understand what the world is like from your perspective. So you need to take your bright, intelligent advisor hat off. Now is not the time to give a solution or to give people answers to the questions that they're struggling with. Everybody just wants to feel listened, and everybody wants to feel heard. But working remotely, you need to verbalize your empathy because we can't feel it in the same way. I understand that it's difficult. I understand that you're struggling. Or I know you're having a great time working from home, but we need you to come into the office. So verbalizing empathy is really important. And the third behavior is to act with compassion. So empathy without action is insulting. So if you have listened and if you have understood and you now know what people need to be more productive, you need to act on it. So think about what can you practically do that's going to ease people's life and workload, given the high levels of stress and anxiety we're all still working with. So is it changing the way they work? Is it changing when they hand their work in? Is it changing the way you communicate with them? Is it offering them support, a mentor, a buddy, connection with other people in the team? Is it giving them permission? Please do take your holiday. Please don't feel you have to work 24/7. So act with compassion. So those 3 behaviors, being available and visible, the second one around listening and empathy, and the third one around acting with compassion, make people feel important and included, and they will therefore be able to give you more of their time and their attention and their focus to achieve your objectives and to service your clients. Apply them now, every day, as often as you can. Thank you.